I used to believe you could tell when a moment would change your life. Like there'd be a flash, a warning, something sharp in your chest. But the night Etho panned, there was no warning. Just a soft knock at the back door and the sound of rain sliding down the gutter. And when I opened that door, I saw a Monwo was never supposed to be mine, and ill at him in any way. My name is Claire. I'm 39, married for 12 years. Mother to a little girl who still leaves notes in my. I bake cookies for school fundraisers, remember birthdays without a calendar. And until recently, I thought I knew who I was. A good wife, a good mother, a good person. But then there was Adam. He wasn't a stranger. Who was my husband's friend. Divorced. Twokits and a kind of quiet charm that crept up on you. He helped install our new kitchen sink. Stayed after game nights longer than everyone else. He'd smile at me while drying his hands. And something about the way he looked at Melik, I was more than background noisegut, under my skin. That night, the one I can't stop replaying. My husband had fallen asleep in the recliner. The TVOS still glowing, casting shadows across the living room. I went downstairs to tidy up after dinner party, and Adam followed me. I didn't ask him to. I should have told him to leave, but I didn't. The basement wasn't finished. It was cozy, carpeted, thick couch slightly sunken in the middle. I was crouched near the board games when I felt him behind me, close enough that I could feel his breath on the back of my neck. My body tensed, but I didn't move away. I didn't move at all. You sure you want me to stop? He asked. I opened me mouth, but no sound came out. His fingers grazed my lower back, barilla touching. Then he pressed, his palm there, warm and steady. I exhaled without meaning to, and it was like giving permission. He pulled me gently toward him. His hands slid beneath Miss Weeder, fingertips trailing the skin just above my waistband. I trembled. When he turned me to face him, something cracked inside me, some dam I didn't even know I'd built. We moved to Thekach, the cushions dipping under our weight. He didn't rush. Every movement was slow, deliberate, like he was savoring something sacred. I didn't stofe him. I couldn't. My breath caught in my throat when he entered me. Slow, deep, too much. My fingers clutched the cushion as if to anchor myself. My body arched toward him before my mind could even argue. And in the middle of it, he looked up and saw the ceiling fan spinning quietly above us. That was when guilt struck. My husband was right upstairs, but my body didn't care. It was alive in a way it hadn't been in years. I had forgotten what it felt like to be seen, touched, wanted. Not out of routine, but out of raw need. Ooh, whispered Adam's name, and it came out broken, desperate. Afterward, I sat alone on that couch, my legs still trembling, my hands shaking. I stared at the space where he'd been moments ago, felt everything I was trying not to feel, shame, hunger, regret, and something that scared me even more, satisfaction. My husband's name is Paul. He's a good man, works hard, provides, but somewhere along the way, we stopped at seeing each other. We became partners in logistics, not love. He'd sit beside me on the couch, but never touch me. I'd ask about his day, and he'd barely lift his eyes from his laptop. Adam really saw me even when I wasn't trying. Hair pulled back, no makeup, folding in the laundry room, and it terrified me how much I needed that. It wasn't the basement that ruined me. It was everything that followed. The silence, the pretending, the ache. Every time Adam texted, it wasn't flirty or obvious. It was casual but loaded. Pastawa is better than the restaurant. Next time your husband forgets how to fix the thermostat, just call me. And every time, I answered. Just enough to keep the door cracked open. One night, Adam stopped by with a spare filter. Paul had forgotten to replace it for weeks. I was folding towels when Adam knocked. I let them in. He handed me the box. Our fingers touched and everything came rushing back. You okay? He asked. I didn't lie. No, I whispered. He didn't come closer. He didn't push. But thought made it worse. I wanted him Toba cause I didn't trust myself, not topple him in if he did. And then there was the garage. It was a Sunday evening. The sky was still gray from the rain. Paul had driven out to help his brother with something. Our daughter was at a sleepover and I was alone. I texted Adam, told him he still had my drill. He showed up 15 minutes later. He didn't have the drill. We stood in the garage surrounded by bins and holiday decorations. Tell me this is the last time, I said. I won't lie to you, he said, voice low. And then he walked toward me. I didn't stop him. His hands found my waist, his lips my neck, and suddenly I was against the garage wall, legs wrapped around him, Heart pounding so loud, I couldn't hear anything else. His rhythm was slow, deep, the kind that doesn't just take you. It undoes you. He was whispering things I shouldn't have even thinking. His breath was in my ear, and I knew I'd gone too far to ever pretend again. When it ended, we didn't speak for a long moment. He held me like he didn't know if he'd be allowed to go on. Then he left through the side gate, silent as the rain. That night I stood in the shower until my skin turned red. But the guilt didn't wash off. I'd told myself it was over. I lied. The next time I saw him, it was through the window. He had come by to help with fonts. Paul invited him, of course. I opened the door with barbecue sauce on me apron and regret in my stomach. When her shoulders brushed, I nearly dropped its plate. I was holding. Later that night, I stared at the last message Adam had sent. I hadn't replied, but I wanted to so badly. It wasn't just you, Infidelity typed. I hit send. He didn't reply right away. The silence nearly undid me. 3 days later, I ran into him at the grocery store. We didn't speak, but his eyes said everything. That night, I curled up on the laundry room floor and cried for all the versions of myself I'd lost. The wife, the mother, the woman who could walk through her house and not feel haunted by memory. I haven't seen Adam in 2 weeks now. I deleted his number. I told myself it's over, but every time I pass the window, I glance outside. Not because I expect to see him, but because I wonder what Ted'd do if I did. And the scariest part, I don't know if I want to stop wanting.